go. 10 seconds in, that should be safe. Hello everyone, long time no see. Of course, if you were following the channel, then you probably just watched the live stream of Part 5 of LEGO Star Wars The Force Awakens, the Let's Play that I'm doing. Now we're jumping over to Battlefront because it is a double points weekend. This is the Battlefront Livestream podcast, called podcast not because it's released as a podcast, but because it is more in the vein of the podcasts that I've been involved with since 2002, and that it's more about the discussion with the people in the chat and bigger issues than it is about the gameplay itself. I'm your host, Nathan P. Butler. No guest this time. Just going to be focusing in on comments and such with the folks in the chat eventually. Once people start jumping in, which usually happens about a few minutes into the stream. While they're not yet on here, the quick spiel. I am the creator of the Star Wars Timeline Gold. You can find that, the most comprehensive Star Wars chronology available anywhere, over at StarWarsFanWorks.com/timeline. I am one of the two hosts of Star Wars Beyond the Films, talking about legends and canon material both. Star Wars Beyond the Films with Mark Herleman and I over at StarWarsReport.com. I'm also one of the two hosts of Cloud City Casino, also at StarWarsReport.com, where we talk about Star Wars gaming and a bit of collecting along with it, but predominantly gaming at this point. We are about to record an episode soon, haven't yet, on 1313, the late great 1313 project, and have recently released one about LEGO Star Wars The Force Awakens and more here. So, here we are. I keep looking up because I feel like I've got something on my glasses that are just blocking things. So I think it's just the combination of all the different lights on giving me glare. Notice there under multiplayer, it is a bonus score weekend. We are celebrating the release of Bespin to all audiences, not just season pass holders, with a double score weekend that goes to basically yesterday, today, tomorrow, and when you get to Monday, the 11th, it ends in the wee hours of the morning. I have been doing some plays since the last time that I was on the stream. What do you mean, Blue Hat? I ended the stream on LEGO and started the stream on Battlefront, as planned. Unless there's something else you're talking about. So I have been playing a little bit since the last time I streamed Battlefront here. So at this point, I am now at rank 69, which is the last rank before hitting the max, which is 70. I've got about 72,000 XP to go before I hit that. We, of course, have the new daily challenge of completing an accomplishment of any kind. I ran through some of those last night. This is the time when I feel like the game runs the way it should. Because, as you may recall, I've made the comment before plenty of times that it feels like the speed at which you accrue XP and credits feels normal for this type of game when you're playing on a double points weekend, whereas if you're playing on a time that's not double points, it feels incredibly anemic. I was able to move from level like 67 up to that point of 69 with a relatively short few, 2 to 3 hours, I guess, of play last night. I'm now at the point where I have 29,000 credits. Once I hit level 70, I'm going to spend 20k to unlock the Shock Trooper, which of course is the newest higher-ranking Imperial here, the one that used to be the one that you could spawn next to Palpatine when he was playing. Now it's an actual Royal Guard. Right now, for now at least, I am foregoing the Bespin Wing Guard until I get back to 20k again, but that actually won't take all that long. As for the hut contracts, I wanted to give you some tips here. I did finish those since the last stream. Let's see. I think it was EMP2 is the one that was the biggest issue. Most of these not so bad, but EMP2, that was the one that was kind of frustrating for a lot of people, about disrupting 20 enemy vehicles, destroy vehicles in Walker Assault, 5 of them, use 20 ion shots. 20 ion shots is easy. Just have 20 charges and use your ion shot. You don't have to do anything with it. Just use the star card. Those are easy. Destroy 5 vehicles in Walker Assault. Let me highly suggest that you try to do that on Bespin. Because if you're trying to do Walker Assault anywhere else, for the most part, you're dealing with just ATSTs and the AT-ATs, and every once in a while, TIE Fighters and whatnot. Whereas, and maybe a Snow Speeder if you're playing as the Empire. As far as what you can kill. Whereas, no matter which side you're playing as, if you're playing on Cloud City, there will usually be an abundance throughout a match of people in Cloud cars. Take those out, there's your 5. And I would suggest taking those out with, just whatever whatever you have that's a long-range weapon, or just getting into a cloud car and destroying other cloud cars, which is relatively easy to do as well, because there's so many spawns for cloud car power-ups there. As for disrupt 20 enemy vehicles, they do not have to be player vehicles. You don't have, like, if I disrupt an ATST that somebody's using, great. If I disrupt a cloud car somebody's using, great. If I just stand there with my ion neutralizer gun and shoot the AT-AT that's just walking in Walker Assault 20 times, every time I shoot it counts as a disruption. So getting 20 disruptions for enemy vehicles is actually relatively easy. But it doesn't sound like it because most people don't realize you can shoot the NPC AT-AT, the NPC AT-AT, or whatever you want to call it. So just kind of be aware that that is available. My current challenges that I'm working on, I did finish explosive shots last night, so I'm sitting here, or explosive kills. So I've got a couple that have reset. We have win 3 blast matches, 20 hero hunt kills, 25 heavy blaster kills, and I still have 18 of those to do. Daily challenge, complete 1 accomplishment. Speaking of hero hunt, I am now at the point with my diorama that the only original mode that I need to win any matches on, and I still need to win 10, I have won 0, because I barely played it, to get that diorama piece that has 10 of each of the original types of matches, the original 9, is hero hunt. Bum, bum, bum. So, might as well jump into hero hunt. Just for the heck of it. Probably not hero hunt for very long, though, because I want to make sure I'm doing some of the matches that give you a significant amount of XP and credits, so I can finally hit that 70 mark. And the goes on Badlands. And let's go, 25 bucks saved. Pretty awesome. Wait, 25? You mean 15, right? Price for the best spin expansion? Isn't it 15? Because then you add all 4 of the expansions up, you get 60, and it's a $10 discount essentially to buy the season pass. And why must it change? To answer Blue Hat's question, as I said before, double points weekend. If I'm going to be streaming Battlefront at any point, it makes more sense to do it now because, holy crap, at least it'll feel like normal progression the way that I think progression probably should feel. Let's go with... I still kind of like the shot grenade, but it does jack for these guys, so... scattergun. Whatever. Whatever. Ah, Canadian price. Gotcha. Damn. That's a pretty hefty hike. Stop shooting your buddies, asshole! Alright, waiting for hero selection. Darth Vader is the hero.
Spies have tracked Darth Vader
or villain, as the case may be. Oddly, I never did play this while they actually had, like, the visible ring or whatever it's called. Where is he? I know he's gonna kill me. Uh-oh. I heard him kill somebody. Where the frack did it go? I got some damage in on him. Alright, he's dying. He's dying.
Darth Vader's been defeated.
Oh, wow. Okay, so I'm number 3 right now.
Scanners have picked up Boba Fett's signal in your vicinity.
Hello, Tristan. And Boba Fett, alright. Ooh, a charge. I take it. I used up a lot of my charges for my shield playing Sabotage yesterday. A whole lot of them. Kill him! Kills a Boba Fett. Boba Fett where? In there.
Just another time.
Oh, smoked me from a wrist rocket. Way up in the air.
That's the end of Boba Fett.
All right. Thanks, Hearts and Ewok. I like it. But we spent a lot of money. We spent probably almost $300 just on those deco lights. But it looks awesome, and I don't intend to actually do a lot of future work on it, so it should be in a effectively what its final state is going to be. Ow! Alright, I should be the next hero, I think. How did you defeat Kylo Ren? Make him emotional. Get him off balance. Because we already know he gets super emotional. Alright, this should be my turn, I think, unless somebody really hammered Vader just now. Oh, no! Damn. Because it's cumulative over time. Those guys just totally tore up him. Alright, so one person's done 10 so far. Oh, of course, it's hero hunt kills. They don't count any kills unless you're playing as the hero. I don't think even defeating the hero counts as a kill. That may be one of those challenges that I just have to either drop or let it be my excuse to play more hero hunt that I never play. Assuming he may be running around this way. Wouldn't you figure? The Force knows no limits. Ah! Palpatine's gone.
We did it. The Emperor has been defeated.
Hey, I finally get to be one. Now notice now it's going to take me down to 0 as I get to be the hero. Or the villain. Because now I have to build it up again, and once I get back in first place, I'll get a chance to do it again. Holy shit! I killed one. I couldn't remember what his moves were, what his actual things were, and I was trying to just get over to them. Damn! Got my ass handed to me. I got one. 20. It's not even registering. 20 hero hunt kills. It's not even registering the one that I just got. Maybe it will momentarily?
Dengar has been tracked to your location. Shoot on sight.
Nope, not yet. Unless it's hero hunt is the number of times you kill the hero, but that's not what's supposed to count in hero hunt. Hero hunt is supposed to count kills as the hero. That's supposed to be what makes all the difference.
I hope you've got more than that.
Whoa! He's just not a fan of hero hunt. And the fact that if I don't play hero hunt, there's no way to get that piece is like grates on my soul. Though fortunately, if I'm not ever going to bother with trying to do the battles to get the full number of stars,
Slave 1 has been spotted in
I
your
really probably
corner.
shouldn't care
Don't
about
let
the
men
diorama.
take you by surprise.
It's just another thing to do. Here's the Boba Fett. Here's the Boba Fett. Is he dead?
The end of Boba Fett.
Yep, he's dead already. OMG, it's Curtis is in the lead with 13 kills as a hero.
Spies have confirmed Palpatine is nearby.
Friendly down! Friendly down!
died as fast as I did, just about.
Defeated.
I don't feel nearly as bad anymore. But I'm still probably not going to be able to get back to the point of being a hero before it's all over. That was probably my one shot.
The Rhodian bounty hunter Greedo is working for the Empire on this mission and has entered the combat zone.
All right. Somebody's out there screaming no a lot. Not really sure why.
Greedo's down.
Everybody goes and starts beating up on his dead body. That didn't do me any good. They made this a free-for-all where you could actually kill each other on the way to trying
Vader
to
is
take him
nearby.
down and get the
Be
glory and make
cautious.
everybody bounty hunters. That'd be pretty sweet. Unfortunately, that's not how it works. Ooh, Toima Imploda. Where's he at? Ooh, fire. Which reminds me, I need to grill later tonight. We finally, I totally feel like I'm a real homeowner now. We finally bought a grill, and I've been grilling all kinds of stuff all week. Like, yes! I can have a grill! Nobody thinks I'm gonna burn down their apartment complex. I can have a grill!
Darth Vader has been defeated.
Hey, dick face! Notice I called him dick face before I realized what it was. Am I correct in remembering sonic grenades from the old Battlefront?
Must defeat him.
You and I honestly don't remember. It's been too long. I do not recall. I would assume probably so because you had the sonic whatever from the sonic mines and stuff from Attack of the Clones, and they would have been trying to use similar technology of the films at the time to link them together, but I honestly don't recall. Where is he? Man! Papa Palpatine has some dexterity for a creepy-ass old guy. No, I do not. I think that's been asked before, but I forget who asked me. Oh! Killed somehow. Chain lightning? Yeah, figured. Yes, I knew I was going to drop down the list there. And 0, and it's over. Presumably, unless this is the last of it. And waiting for... Oh, because it's the last
Vader is
guy.
present. We must take him down.
Great, and that gives me a moment while we're doing something that means nothing to refresh my live dashboard. Pull up the stream. Open up the chat in the live window. Whatever. Douchebags can continue. Alright. Where are we now? Vader. Oh, nope. Not powered up enough. Not cooled down yet. There we go. Oh! Nice long range attack. next. Nothing brings progressives, abolitionist Republicans, current idiot presidential candidates, and socialists together like being able to figure out how to create swastikas on a keyboard, and the phrase is fuck boy, and dropping the N-word in relation to, of course, white people. Because, you know. Alright. You would think that somebody would have... He's just up there. I say, there's not able to get enough attacks on him. Yeah, I know. Even the dead presidents. Nothing brings people together in douchebaggery like dead presidents. There we go. That's odd. I didn't realize there was only two, whatchamacallits. Two, thing. Okay. I give a fuck because... Puts morons on display. Okay. Alright, we're not going to do Hero Hunt, though. Hero Hunt, not good for taking advantage of the double points here. So let's try this again. Probably just going to go straight Bespin, I would assume. Because I don't think there's any specific... Aside from Blast. But I did a whole bunch of Blast. We did Blast to do the challenge or whatever you want to call it of doing 3 blast wins, and what happens immediately after that, as soon as it refreshes the challenges, is 3 blast wins again. It did the same thing previously to that with 3... I want to say it was Sabotage, but it's that same thing where it's glitching to the point where you're getting the same challenges over and over again, which doesn't work. Or at least if it does work, it winds up being... essentially redundant. Like it keeps you playing the same match types over and over again. Alright, there we go. Oh, looks like we're 1 down unless we still got somebody joining the match. They did fix the whole Carbonite freezer change. Or the Carbonite freezing chamber, there we go, issue. Where now it does show up more often. I think now the one that I played probably the least on lately is that BioNip Laboratories or whatever it's called. The other one that's not... It's not a super small map, but it's the outdoors one that's at least smaller than the Cloud City or the Administrator's Palace maps. The other one out of the 4. Which plays well enough. I particularly like the little courtyard thing where you're kind of looking down the entrances at that sort of central area where you've got the Tabana gas thing set up. I'm not sure if I want Scattergun, but whatever. Actually, let's see. If I'm not going to be doing Hero Hunt, let's go ahead and pay the 100 to flip that. Blaster Rifle kill. Okay. That don't matter. Won't matter what mode it is. Hey, Craig. That counts as a Blaster Rifle? Okay. Yes, it does. I'm not sure how that counts as a rifle, but whatever. I think initially they were saying that it was going to be... what was it? It was going to be a targeting rifle or something like that. They said something that was not accurate in their initial press release stuff about the weapons. Let's go with Vader. They get better with Vader. As we just saw with whatchamacallit, as we just saw with
penalty for your actions is
Hero.
death.
So we're in a match at the end of a match. That was stupid. see Bill Clinton's out there
Deal with
playing
the rebels
Battlefront.
before they can escape.
You know, that private meeting with Loretta went really well. Hillary didn't get charged, and well, let's just say I had some fun. All right, back this way. For the record, based on the last thing the little swatting, or as I call them, twatting group mentioned there, I would almost pay money for some online douchebag swatter to decide to actually come to my home, because I've never had the experience of getting to kill somebody legally, and that's kind of on the bucket list. So, please show up and threaten me at my home. It will take me a little while to clean the blood off of the hardwood floor, but not long enough to say, please don't.
Be on the lookout for rebel scum.
I like that Lando every time.
Are trying to get to that extraction point. Take them out.
It works every time. Hello, what have we here? Monica truly belongs up here with us on the hill. Just a little bit off. If I had gotten it right there in the center, I could have taken out some of those guys down the hallway. I was a little bit off center. Might as well go back the same way I did before and get myself looped around here. This way. Ah, motherfucker!
Here they come. Get ready.
I have to go to a different door.
Rebel scum ahead.
Missed the jump. We're screwed. 18, 17, 16, and nobody's even in the process of capturing it. Yeah, we're dorked. We is screwed. And I probably won't get much XP out of this one because I came in after all three of the whatchamacallits were already down.
No!
There we go. Yeah, this isn't going to be worth hardly anything. I mean, granted, I don't need a whole lot to be able to jump up to 70, but yeah, not enough. Not enough to have made that match really entirely worthwhile. Come on. At least the game bonus is decent, though, on these. It's 1,000. Yeah, I had one fighter squadron match last night where I wound up with something around 14,000 XP just from one match. And I want to say, was it Droid Run? I had another match that was something like, maybe it's Sabotage. It was a Droid Run or Sabotage that was like 13,000 on one match because of the double points thing, which is nice. All right, let's bust out something that's going to be a little bit more helpful here, like the Dioxis Grenade for Sabotage. And onward.
Hey, you gotta do that. That's cool.
That's this way. Everybody runs that way, run to the other one. So that at least somebody is there trying to arm it. Draw off some of the attackers.
Enemy units nearby.
Uh-oh. They're already here! And I'm shooting everywhere but at him, apparently. her, as the case may be. It could have been a her. Looked like a him. Depends on how the character identified.
Push the Imperials back.
If I can get a Dioxys
We got
up there.
stormtroopers in the area.
Did it work? Oh, Dioxys damage, so it did apparently hit somebody. Okay. Oh, no, but it's down lower. Hello, Spider. Down lower. There we go. Infantry turret. And might as well not even drop it here. That one's almost done. Yeah, that one's blowing up already. Okay.
Timer is online. Keep it that way.
Ah. Hate that. It looks like it goes through, but since you die, it instead spawns on your body. The whatchamacallit. You would think. I have to talk to Michael about it, right? The parent administrator. And oh, he's probably going for the hero power-up. And somebody else got it already, and he's going to take the charge.
Stormtroopers ahead. The explosives have been disarmed. It is imperative we take those generators down.
Imperative. Yes, sir. I was say scattergun. I was like something shot through the shield.
Watch out for Imperials.
Beware of spawning on your partner, for they may be in danger. Yeah. Something I haven't done with this mode, I haven't ever paid attention to the time.
Imperials ahead!
Like, how much time exists at the beginning, how much time, if any, changes once one of them's destroyed. I think it's like 5 minutes, even if you're at 0 time left. Whenever the last generator's destroyed, it's 5 minutes that you have to secure the escape zone, the drop zone point.
Good job. Generator destroyed.
Blood burn or space cancer? I have no idea. I'm
Those
sitting here trying to
generators
figure out
must
what
be
either of them is,
destroyed.
probably.
Push the Imperials back.
And
Stormtroopers straight ahead!
stormtroopers right ahead. Killed by Dioxys. Thing. Yeah, this is where this one tends to get pretty intense because, and I like this, it's all about controlling the one room, essentially, at multiple points. When there's only one bomb left to go and when you're doing the actual extraction, there's essentially just the one area to hold, which makes it a pretty intense fight. But what I find, and this is something that I don't know if they intended this or not, it very much seems like the outcome a lot of times for the Rebels is based on how many heroes they still have standing by the time they get to that last round, that last portion of the mission. And for the Imperials, it's how many heroes they can get up and how fast. Like, the regular soldiers make a difference, but not the deciding factor, it seems like. At least in my experience. Oh, and where did I put that phone? Apparently not there, wherever it is. Looking on the table for my phone. It's like, oh.
Stay sharp. We got hostiles.
So does Eli Roth. Hostiles, not hostiles! Oh, her shield's gone. I was like, I'm backing up into the shield. Where the hell's the
Now let's
shield?
get out of here.
Fall back to the extraction point. And blown up.
hold on a little longer.
Missed part of that, apparently. Up! And we're in! There sure is a lot of humans here. Yeah, operating those things, by the way, the lifts, you just run up to it and you hit square. Not that it makes that much difference most of the time, but that's how you do it. Kills him! Oh. Killed. Damn! We're losing it already.
Be careful! Stay out!
The transport ship should arrive any minute now.
And by any minute, he means in exactly 3 minutes and 53 seconds.
Watch out for enemy units!
Basically, it's incumbent upon whoever it is on the team trying to hold the room to hold all the different directions, the cardinal directions. If the other team can get their heroes into one of the cardinal directions that you haven't covered, you are screwed. Oh, nice. Yeah, I played the Marvel stuff, and, well, most of the Marvel stuff. I still haven't played all the way through Guardians of the Galaxy or Avengers, so it's mostly just Spider-Man that I played. And a little bit of Marvel Battlegrounds, but I played through all the Star Wars ones on the Let's Play videos. Yeah, it's alright. I mean, it's not... If it wasn't Star Wars, would I have been playing it? Probably not. If there wasn't Star Wars coming for 3.0, would I have ever bothered with 2.0? Probably not. You know? Did I get my money's worth out of it? Probably not. But it's a collection now. And now they're not making anymore. It's a complete collection. So that's a good or a bad thing. Open. Defending. You do get points for being in here defending. X number of seconds it ticks off. Speaking of seconds, by the way, if you're curious, if you play Droid Run and you capture all 3 of the droids at the same time, it basically ticks up 2% for every 1 second of real time. So 50 seconds would get you all 100% in one shot. Shit. You killed my family, man! You killed my family! Yeah, Boba Fett, I mean, Boba Fett was in pretty high demand. I mean, there was a point at which it was one of the last figures that was released individually. It was only in that Saga bundle for a long time. So there's a lot of people who would buy the Saga bundle and then sell Boba Fett separately on eBay for ridiculous amounts. But you have to be careful if you're going to buy a Disney Infinity figures off a place like eBay and whatnot, because there's the whole issue. Wow, I sucked. There's a whole issue of so looking for I guess it's ownership is what it basically is, where, you know, there's a guest versus an owner of a figure and sharing ownership and how it tracks your stats or not as you play and that sort of thing. You can wind up buying something that somebody's already basically got set up as their own, and there's nothing you can really do about it. $580. I did switch the thing. It's not the Tron guy anymore. Now it's the dude from Resident Evil 4. Resident Evil 4. No. Yes? Yeah, 4. Had to do it in my head. At least on Lego Star Wars, I go ahead and use the music. Not so much on Battlefront. There we go. Walker Assault. Still haven't completed an accomplishment yet. Damn. Well, damn, son. accomplishments being stuff like chains of blaster rifle kills or chains of
We need air support.
activations
Get the uplinks
or whatever.
online.
Anyway, look, where am I? Okay, I'm about fourth of the
Uplink
way there.
activated. Watch
A
for
quarter or a
Imperial
fourth.
counterattack.
I love when people are like, no, you're not a quarter of the way there, you're a fourth of the way there. Yeah. Yes, I am. Thanks. Yeah, like if I was trying to get that one contract done where it's about disruption, I would just bust out the disruptor thing, the ion neutralizer or whatever, and just start shooting the AT-AT from here. Every time the card
have
refreshes,
activated an
fire.
uplink station.
Refresh, fire,
Prepare
refresh,
for
fire.
enemy
And you can get those 20 real quick. Because it doesn't have to be a... It's not like, for instance, when it says, you know, get X number of kills with the TIE fighter, and it only counts actual human kills, not the AI.
Watch out for
There's no BS semantics with this one. Damn. Why won't you just die, mother... There you go. I know that was not a headshot from here. I'm sure I hit him in like the gut or something, but headshot bonus, fine, I'll take it. Ah! An ATST! An AT-st! An ATST!
Our Y-wing has a lock on the walker.
You're not running away, are you?
I don't think we ever had any evidence of whether he's gay or not. Actually. Assuming that must be literal, because if it's being used in a pejorative as opposed to literal, then I'll have to start getting shitty. So I'm assuming that means...
We've lost the uplink signal. Reactivated.
Thought that Ben Solo likes guys. Okay. Did they release a Leia disease? Yeah, they did. She and Luke were part of the Rise Against the Empire playset pack.
Enemies entering the zone.
Die! Shouldn't mess with our whatchamacallit. Uplink.
The uplink station has been activated.
He walks in like, what's up? He didn't even bother to
Uplink deactivated.
race around or nothing. He just walking in all slow.
Needed operational.
Commander Skywalker is
I
on
know
the
we
way.
needed operational. That's why I'm going to the one that's turned off.
Be careful! They outgun us!
Oh! Might as well. If only it were this easy to get a T-47 to get kills of people on the ground. I think I still have that to do for, whatchamacallit, base command. Whoa! Being shot at. Not sure what I was being shot at by.
Well done. We've activated the up.
Ah, makes sense. Yeah, you had Han, Leia, Luke, Chewie, Vader, and then you had
Slave 1 has been spotted in your quadrant.
let's
Don't
see,
let
Anakin,
Vance take you by
Ahsoka, Yoda,
surprise.
Obi-Wan, Maul, Kylo Ren, Rey, Finn, Poe,
Y-wings
and
inbound.
Rebels.
Hostiles ahead.
All right, we had Boba Fett too. You had Rebels. Think of what else there was. And Rebels, it was Sabine, Ezra, Kanan, Zeb. I swear there was another one. Sabine, Ezra, Kanan, Zeb. May have been it. No Hera. No Chopper. I always want to say Whistler instead of Chopper for some reason. No, wrong Aster.
Take that walker down.
Rallying cry in, what was it, Minnesota? Take that walker down!
Uplink stations available. Move quickly.
Yeah, if I remember right, Maul got released separately. That's what I'm trying to remember if there was another... Huh. Maybe there's somebody I'm missing. They're all, instead of being on display at this point, they're all basically up in the Star Wars room's closet in a box at this point. Hey, Bobby, you missed a swatting earlier where people decided to come in and act like skinheads. And, was it fuck face? Fuck what? I don't remember what exactly it was. But nothing brings dead presidents and current candidates together like a good swatting. Apparently. I think I shocked Bobby the other night, or I guess it was yesterday, last night, by telling him that I had finally deleted Destiny. I realized that some of the moments of triumph for this new year, I was like, nah, some of them counted, some of them that I had done didn't count. We got Rise of Iron coming, that's going to be another paid DLC, and I don't know, I was like, you know what, not enough time of the day. I will run into... Oh, I was going to run into him, but I constantly clip things with the edges on here. That should be a documentary, Deleting Destiny. Scoot it, scoot it, scoot it, scoot it, scoot it, scoot it. There you go. Oh, scheiße. I'm gonna be killed. I might as well throw out a Dioxis grenade and hope for the best. Trip over me words.
Get to cover! Orbital strike!
Get to cover!
Stay sharp. We got hostiles. We've activated the uplink station.
I always wonder, you know, the whole get to cover from an orbital strike thing. I mean, is that similar to a duck and cover? There's one, and that should unlock my whatchamacallit, my challenge for the day.
Uplink offline.
Yep, there it is.
For our Y-wing.
Yeah, is it like the duck and cover thing back in like the 40s and 50s, where it's like duck and cover? That's right. If a nuclear bomb is about to blow up over your head, hide underneath a newspaper, and you'll be okay. What the hell? Cool, sounds good. Bobby, at some point we should probably try to do a stream, get you on one of the streams, because I know we've played plenty of Destiny together before. We broadcast. I don't know, did we ever broadcast
Y-wing locked onto
Battlefront? I know that you, if I remember right, you and I and Mark played at one point, but I don't think it was broadcasting at the time. Gaming consoles! Woo! Uh-oh. Oh, you asshat! For me, placed in here, in this room, PS4 and Xbox One.
Uplink station engaged.
In the Star Wars room, the office, I've got the PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, Star Wars Edition,
Stormtroopers have deactivated
and
the uplink.
whatever the
Have to
deluxe or black or
reactivate
whatever you want to
for
call
our
it,
Y-wings.
Wii U is. And then stored away at the moment, I've got the Vita, 3DS, and PSP Go. I only stream on the PS4 because it's got native streaming to YouTube, and it just automatically stream it through YouTube and then add it to the, once it's done processing, add it to the channel.
Watch out for enemy units.
Croaked. Just run back. Go! Nope.
Y-wing targeting systems locked.
It's not just locked, it's locked. Keep forgetting the shields will now bounce your grenades back at you. Used to not. Used to not. runs back again. Ah! Hey guys, he's over there. That moment when you die and you realize, at least in your death, you reveal the location of the enemy inside the room.
Imperial forces have turned off our uplink signal.
Oh,
We
balls.
need it operational. Y-wings are targeting the walkers.
Yep, should be interesting to see. Hopefully there'll be some solid new info coming out. Oh, shit! I was inside. I thought I was still inside the shield when I fired that. Apparently I wasn't. Aw, dang it. And like an idiot. I came back, but I didn't switch loadouts because I didn't notice that it was attack the walker time. Go. See ya, Bobby. Kick some ass! Never did do very well at Trials of Osiris myself. That's the higher end weekly challenge stuff in the multiplayer on Destiny. Really got to enjoy Destiny. It's just
Fire on the walker.
too much stuff, not enough time in the day, too much money already spent, too much time already spent. At some point I got to cut myself off. And I figured, you know what? I was either going to be cutting myself off before the next game or before the last DLC before the next game, so I might as well do that now. Especially since I'm live streaming so much of Battlefront and Lego Star Wars stuff these days. Although Lego Star Wars presumably will end once I'm done with the story missions and whatnot, but even then, I still have the Uncharted stuff I wanted to do. I wanted to stream. Honestly, I would probably have to say 2 is the favorite. I have no idea. Hey, Andrew, I have no idea what would be the least favorite because I barely remember either of the Amazings or 3. So,
Uplink locking sequence offline.
couldn't say. I say, Andrew, you missed a good swatting earlier. Dead presidents and current presidential candidates showing up to throw out swastikas, drop the N-word, and what else? I don't know, fuck something. Lots of repeating the same message. Hello, Reslin, or Snowman. Oh! Yeah, I'm hoping to do that once I get a little further on Battlefront as far as finally hitting 70 just so I can be at the cap for now. And then I'm going to focus on Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens, and then once I've got the story modes of that taken out, that's probably when I'll start the Uncharted stuff. I was hoping to start Uncharted before Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens came out, but we were in the middle of a move and it just didn't work out. What? My orbital strike happened a little closer than I thought it was set to, but okay.
Uplink signal lost.
I just, my thing is more of a
Calrissian is here to help
and,
take on the
you know, I mean, I feel
Imperium.
bad for anybody who was watching who had to put up with the crap, but I'm almost disappointed that there wasn't any level of creativity to it. I mean, literally it was N-word, N-word, F-bomb, F-bomb, swastikas. There's no creativity to that. Tell me a story. Act like you're the NSA or something. Be creative with it.
Well done. We've activated the uplink.
Oh shit! And I even got a disruptor too, that I don't even like, standing underneath the ATST. Again, I remember very little beyond the first 2 or 3. I would say favorite is probably the first one, still. That's what it was! And I'm not sure, I mean, how can you disagree with that? I mean, unless it's supposed to be man and I'm supposed to take offense at boy, but... He's a fuck boy! He's a male? Yes. He fucks? That's what my wife tells me. Okay. Yeah, the ghost of Jag. I mean, it's like the ghost of, who do we have? We had the ghost of Mao Zedong. We had the ghost of... Shit, I don't even remember. Somebody.
Walker targeted by our Y-wing.
Uplink station engaged.
The ghost of Donald Trump's campaign.
Y-wings inbound.
Jaeger Hoover's like, I actually live up to that last name. Alright, and let's jump. Let's drop a vehicle turret. And then get killed so that I can... Kill me, kill me, kill me, kill me, kill me, kill me. Hey, asshole. Kill me. Oh, never mind. Somebody kill me, please. Kill me so I can respawn with my ion stuff. Thank you.
The walker is defenseless.
Ah, he's at the walkers around the corner. I hate that. I probably won't even get a chance to do much to it. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Boom. Throw it. Run. Ah, did we get it? Did we get it? Did we get it? Oh! Defeat. That clubs. Mistake by that much. Alright. There it is. I really need to find that phone, but found it. So I am starving. I'll probably do one more match for now and then be off, because if I don't cook something soon, I think I'm just gonna fall out. Hello? Is it Zaid or Zaid? There you go. So 14K on that match. Again, this is when it feels like the progression is working the way that it should be working whenever it's double points. You put it, as soon as this jumps back to regular on Monday morning, it's going to feel like a slog again. I think I'm at what? Just a little under half? Did I see that right? Oh, so Zaid. Okay, cool. I have a lot of my students are, we got a lot of different backgrounds for the students that I have in this area when I'm teaching online, but a lot of times I don't get a chance to actually hear what their name sounds like because a lot of our interaction is online. So I'm having to sort of pick up clues of, okay, you know, what are common ways that these combinations sound if it's not
The uplink station has been
what
activated by the rebels.
a native English speaker is immediately going to
Must
think
deactivate in order to stop
it
the
is.
Y-wing attack.
Like AI. Oh, that's eh. Well, no, not necessarily. Oh, I just got that stupid thing. I don't even want the cloud car. I want the ATST. There we go.
Requesting heavy ground support.
I like the ATSTs. I don't get to play with them nearly enough.
Scout transport responding. Stand by.
Missile is locking on.
An enemy bomber has
Like
locked
the,
on our AT.
What do you call it? The, man! Freaking...
Got a homing missile locking on.
Should lock on. The tutorial is any indication. It's been a long time since I played that thing. Vehicle disabled. It's disabled. It is not disabled. It is a handy-capable ATST. That's right. Which is what, Shaban? Did I hear you say it? Almost like Shaban, but not. I think that will hopefully be better thanks to, like, people understanding that name will hopefully be better thanks to Supergirl. Dang it, I keep forgetting to change my stupid loadout. Oh, you asshat! I'm trying to understand the relevance with the school year, so I saw something like that earlier. Is that sparked by something? Like the reference sparked by
Rebel
something?
troopers have activated the uplink station.
Alright, I guess I'll go actually play the normal way. Oh, crap! Under the shield. Under the shield. Reach in your health and try not to get killed under the shield.
Hold that uplink. The rebel Y-wings won't be able to pinpoint your location without it.
That would have been a universal reference before, right? Everybody would be like, oh my god, I know that one! Oh! How do you like that, son? Oh! If you already got something, hold that square when you run into it so you can immediately switch. Under the seat. Probably not actually going to wind up killing anybody. I have not caught Freemaker Adventures yet. I mean, I picked up the season pass on iTunes, but my wife and I realized we still hadn't even finished Droid Tales. So we finished watching Droid Tales the other night. We're going to probably start watching Freemaker Adventures tonight or tomorrow. But yeah, I'd totally forgotten we had only watched maybe the first 2.5 episodes of Droid Tales out of 5. Which turned out to not be nearly as nyeh as I thought it would be. It's kind of goofy, but it was funny at times. Leaving AT-AT in. No, I don't want to live.
Air support incoming.
Oh well. Oh yeah, better leave. Y-wings are incoming. Better get the hell out of Dodge.
The AT-AT is vulnerable to rebel attack. Protect it.
Graballa the Hutt. Interesting name. Oh, you could say that. Been a fan since I was teeny tiny. Have a collection of essential. Well, at some point, take a look on this channel at the Star Wars room / office, and you'll see my books and home video collection stuff. I have had a chance to actually contribute to the Star Wars universe, or at least the Legends version of the Star Wars universe, a few times. I wrote for Star Wars Tales, assisted on the Essential Atlas for the dated battle maps, little stuff like that. Nothing for canon yet, though. They're a little more discerning. They want some people who are a little bit bigger names and lesser talent. I mean, bigger names. Bigger name and lesser talent. Are you talking about Chuck Wendig? I would never presume to say Chuck Wendig is a bigger name with lesser talent than anyone. Unless you're comparing him to, you know, people who know how to use grammar. Never.
Rebels have called in a Y-wing attack. Must deactivate that uplink station.
Something I miss about Sequest was the sheer number of DeLuises they had on Sequest. Like, you had essentially the entire acting family of the DeLuises wound up on Sequest at some point or another. Whether it was DSV or 2032 era. Oh! How did I not see? Nephews or cousins or something? You're begging for the fathers, brothers, nephews, cousins, former roommate.
The rebels have taken control
Oh
of the
shit!
uplink station.
Run!
We must shut it down to stop a Y-wing bombardment.
Woohoo! That was interesting. Yeah, Stargate did too. That was interesting. I had a thermal imploder to swap out, and I threw it instead of swapping it out and realized it at the last second. That was not going to turn out well. that's the way it should be. A new film should help drive people towards rather than away from a saga, assuming they did it right.
Rebel Y-Wing is targeting our AT-AT.
I see you. I just can't seem to shoot him. I can sure see him. Oh! ATST was getting a little tripped up there. Shall we go pay he a visit? Oh! Now he's dead. Okay, well. That wasn't nearly as satisfying as it should have been. And why am I stuck?
Warning, enemy bomber has got a lock on our walker.
Lumbering chicken. Thank God ATSTs don't have access to time travel technology, huh? ATST, you chicken walker! Nobody calls me chicken needles, nobody! See, I found that, from what I understand, that when you're dealing with him one-on-one, when you're dealing with him at a convention in person and that sort of thing, Wendig is fine. It's when he's reacting to criticism that he turns Trump, essentially. Because it's all knee-jerk, where you don't like it because, and it's usually stuff like siding with the people who say that if you didn't like Aftermath, you're homophobic, or if you didn't like Aftermath, it's because it wasn't fair to the Empire, etc., etc. I never interacted with the man in person before. And at the moment, I take that as a good thing. But, of course, in my collection, I've got a bunch of signed Star Wars books. I got something like 60-some-odd signed whatever. I think there's more, I just haven't cataloged them in the comics yet, in my little Excel file. So, upon finding out that Books A Million was going to be selling signed copies of Life Dead, I went ahead and ordered it. But then, of course, Barnes & Noble has their exclusive with the posters and whatnot. So I wound up ordering two different copies, pre-ordering two different copies of Life Dead, and I'll probably wind up with a third one because Del Rey will send a review copy that I'll probably just wind up giving away as on one of the podcasts or something. But it's like, really, I'm going to spend this much on books by a guy whose writing I don't particularly like? No, not Blast. It's just that pretty much everybody plays it as Blast. Pretty much everybody plays everything as Blast, it seems like, or at least most people. Nah, this is Walker Assault. Not most. It was a portion of the criticism, and it became bigger than one would expect it to be because of the mess. But he used it as a shield to deflect from the fact that he wrote the book in about 1/3 to 2/3 sentence fragments, had characters nobody gave a shit about in an era we were supposed to be getting something bigger, and it seems as though in some respects he seems to have disregarded some of the requirements that Lucasfilm placed on him when he was writing it. You know, include these things, and he includes them only as interludes, kind of stuff. I don't know. I have little respect for the man as a writing talent, but
The alien 9-Numb is down.
again, that's an Eye of the Beholder thing. Wait, no, don't shoot it. He's ours. I did not get a chance to see a 60 Minutes for that, which actually reminds me, completely unrelated, I still haven't watched any of those Star Wars show YouTube episodes that they've been putting out. Why am I shooting the Walker? I'm paying too much attention to talking and not remembering I'm a freaking Imperial.
Orbital strike incoming. They've got the numbers. Dengar the bounty hunter is being paid to work for us on this operation.
As opposed to Dengar the sous chef? Dengar the bounty hunter. I'm trying to remember if they say Boba Fett the bounty hunter or not.
Rebels all over the place.
I'm pretty sure they say Greedo the bounty hunter, though. Or do they say Greedo the Rhodian? One of them. At least I got an assist there at the end. Oh, this is killing me. I'm starving. My wife is with her dad at a... he bowls a lot, so he's at this tournament where apparently he did pretty well for like day one of this thing. And it's a good like hour away from where he lives, and he lives almost an hour away from here where she met them to go. So I'm trying to wait to eat much until it's closer to when she'll get here, but oh my god, I'm starving. Probably just cook something and be like, hey honey, I grilled some stuff. Here's some in foil for you. This is this mode. All right, so it depends on which side you are. So let me go somewhere safe to explain this. So as the Empire, you basically win by running out the clock, essentially. So up there at the top, there's that little marker. It starts you out at the beginning of the match all red. It works its way towards the first circle, then the second circle, then the last circle. Okay. Each circle represents a time in which the rebels could send in a bombing run of Y-wings to drop ion bombs onto the AT-AT or AT-ATs, because depending on which planet you're on, there's either one or two, to make them vulnerable to attack, usually predominantly with ion weapons, right? So if you are the rebels, you are trying to activate these uplinks, like the thing there out that away, that says shut down. They're trying to activate these uplinks, and if they can keep it up long enough to make a full circle, they get one Y-wing added to the list of Y-wings up there at the top next to the progress bar. Each Y-wing represents an amount of time, and then the next time that it hits one of those circles on the progress bar, the Y-wings come in and drop their ion blasts, and those Y-wing symbols start emptying. And when all of them have emptied, the vulnerability of the AT-AT ends. So the more Y-wings they can get through their uplinks, the more times they can get it to go all the way around to add a Y-wing to it, the more time they get to deal damage to the AT-AT. And they have... their goal is to destroy the AT-AT or AT-ATs before time runs out, before the end of that last opportunity that's on them. For the Empire, you're trying to shut down the uplinks so they don't get the Y-wing, so they don't get much time to deal the damage to the AT-AT, and as long as it survives by the end of that last bombing run window, the Empire wins. So like right now, we're heading towards the last of the bombing run windows. The Imperials, like me, if I were actually paying attention and giving a crap, are trying to take out these uplinks, two at a time. Ah, I activated my shield, but apparently it was too late. I hate the fact that we spawned so far away. There's a...
Y-wing has a lock on our AT-AT.
There's a parody song in there somewhere about
Enemies in the area.
now that we're here, or now that we're dead, we spawned so far away. But I forget the group, and it is... that shield did not last very long. Here we go again! Running over to it. The only thing I don't like about this progress bar is that it's not very specific. Like right now, it looks like any second, at least to my eyes, it looks like at any second it could start the bombing run. It's hard for me to discern when looking at it how soon it is that it's going to hit. I actually wish that thing had timers that were a little more coherent or a little more clear, like what you get with, say, Sabotage or Turning Point. Yeah, so now it's still... Y-Wings are incoming. They've got 5 Y-Wings worth of time to deal damage, and at this point, it's the Empire's job to basically stop them from doing it. Now, with 5 Y-Wings worth of damage time, or Y-Wings worth of time to deal damage, whether they can get it all the way down to half is debatable. So, okay, so now they're down to 4, and it's burning through the 4th one. Hey, burning through the 4th one. Burning through the 3rd one, I'm assuming.
More hits and that walker
Yep,
is
burning
going
through the
down.
3rd one. Ah, Luke! Yeah, I'm dead. Burning through the second one. You see, it's kind of a race against time, right? They're dealing damage, and we're watching the amount of health of the AT-AT drop while we're watching the Y-Wing amounts drop. So it comes down to this. Does the AT-AT lose all of its health before or after the Y-Wing runs out? It looks like the Y-Wing's going to run out. We're going to win by the skin of our teeth. Y-Wing runs out. Victory. Boom. There you go. And fortunately, Walker Assault, like a lot of the other big map, longer matches, like Sabotage and whatnot, has a decent game bonus. So whether you win or lose, the game bonus is significant, and certainly more significant when you're on a double points weekend, which is nice. So, let's see where this puts me. Put me over half for sure, but at least I would hope. Yeah, 1750 just for playing a match of this. All right, so I'm over the top at least. Not nearly as much as I got out of some of the Sabotage matches or that one fighter squadron last night, but that's okay. So quick check of what's left, what's remaining, and then I will be heading out of here. It should be cool enough outside that if I grill, I'm not going to feel like I'm dying with the heat coming back at me. I think we've grilled like, what, I'm trying to think of how many times we've grilled just since buying the grill like less than a week ago. Hooray for Home Depot and no interest on the Home Depot card for 6 months, or in this case 24 months, I think it was, on purchases over $2.99 because we had to buy a friggin' pole saw to cut down a tree that was about to tip toward the house. And went ahead and bought the grill at the same time. That put it over the $2.99, and booyah. Just put it on the card, no interest, pay it off as soon as I get my summer pay, and I can grill immediately. All right, so daily challenge is done. Blast matches we didn't even attempt in this case. Blaster rifle kills, I'm about a third of the way through. Heavy blaster kills I haven't really been messing around with because I've been using the regular blaster rifle, so still got a few more of those to take care of for that one. Getting down to about 36K, 35K, give or take, needed to jump from 69 to 70, so I'll probably be doing that off stream tonight. Collection-wise, again, HUT contracts are all done. Star cards, I'm just working on upgrading a few later, but by the next time you see me, I should be running around with the Shock Trooper, because I've certainly got the cash for it. Now it's just a question of getting to 70, just plowing the rest of the way through, and hopefully before this double points weekend is completely up, getting my credits up to 40,000, because if I can pull that off, I can buy both the Wing Guard and the Shock Trooper, but Shock Trooper is priority number one as far as new skins go. Zaid, as far as time goes, it is... my answer is shit, I don't know. It is 7:40 Eastern. Still light outside, but it's finally starting... The sun starts to kind of dip right around 7:30 plus. Which gives me a little bit of daylight left still to grill, but the heat drops considerably from like the almost 100 degrees plus feeling hotter when you're on concrete in front of a grill that gets up to like 500 or 600 degrees itself. So it should be nice enough at this point. I hope you guys have enjoyed the stream, despite the swatting idiots before, but I think that was mild amusement by itself, if only to see what stupidity looks like. It is, I'm trying to think of how likely it is I'll be doing another stream in the near future. Depending on how that tournament works out for my father-in-law, my wife may be going to that again tomorrow, and if so, I might stream when I get a chance tomorrow if I'm not recording with Michael. But otherwise, I'm not really sure. She's still out with the work-related injury, and when she's here, I try not to stream. I will still play from time to time, but try not to stream because I don't like kind of shutting her and everything else out with these things on. I'd rather do it when nobody's here. So it just kind of depends on what her schedule looks like when the next streams will be, but probably sometime within about the next week or so I'll do something. Battlefront is iffy. Probably focusing on Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens unless it's still the bonus points weekend when I'm able to stream next. It just kind of depends on that. Keep an eye out. Tonight should be the release of the, let's say, what's it called? The Voice of Reason or Lack Thereof, my Star Wars vlog, episode number 6 on intellectual honesty, which will touch on the recent Mace Windu is alive or not controversy. Disney stories are just fan fiction BS line. Some advice given by furious fanboys to the Continue Legends movement. when it comes to how to avoid the negative press that they get. And then tying into that response to a Continual Legends Facebook group who decided to single me out for attack with a lot of false information recently, an issue that I wasn't going to address more publicly until I realized that a screenshot of that, because it was referencing other things, has been making the rounds on the Star Wars fan sites. So I figure I might as well respond if it is out there sort of as a public attack. Might as well be a public response. That said, I am Nathan P. Butler. This is my channel. You can find the Star Wars Timeline Gold, the most comprehensive Star Wars timeline, most comprehensive Star Wars chronology, timeline, whatever, available anywhere over at StarWarsFanWars.com/timeline. You can find the different, a little bit distracting, and adding me to a group when I haven't actually accepted a friend request yet is probably not a good idea. But whatever. What was I going to say? Yes, the podcast I'm involved with, you can find Cloud City Casino and Star Wars Beyond the Films both at StarWarsReport.com, along with I recently did a text review of all things ABC 3PO, a book Disney Lucasfilm Press sent out that I had a chance to review. And in the near future, I'll be posting reviews once I finish them of the third and fourth, or kind of fourth and fifth, because there's that prologue book, books in the Adventures in Wild Space series that's exclusive to the UK but coming to the US later this year. But until next time, thank you all for watching, and have a good night. Take advantage of this double points if you can.